Hello Libra, and welcome to your December 2024 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. It's really lovely to have you here. Don't forget, this is for you if you are Libra, Sun, Moon or Rising, and feel free to, check out your other placements or the other videos if that's your thing. Also, don't forget, it's a general reading, so just take what you need from the reading and leave behind what you don't. Okay, one's flipped out already. So we've got these Woodland Wardens cards. We're going to use these to find the general energy, the general theme of our reading for this month. And we'll see then how they fit into the other cards, how they fit into the reading. So, Libra, we've got one already. I'm going to find you another couple. And let's see what is happening in the month of December for lovely Libra. Or lovely Libras. Okay, we have the first card that threw itself out, the porcupine and an enemy, boundaries. So I'm thinking it's quite important that boundaries are laid down this month for you, or you need to, stick to your boundaries, the ones that you've already got. We've got the horse and bluebell, modest fortitude. And we have the salamander and black pepper, inspiration. So boundaries, modest fortitude and inspiration. So let's have a little look what our past energy, our future energy and our current energy is right now. We're using the Rider-Waite deck. One's just thrown itself out straight away. Move that over there. So we'll do past, current and future energy, and then we'll find 3 cards for you at the end of the reading to see how, a bit of advice and guidance, a bit of help, see how we can best navigate the month of December, Libra. Okay, right, another one just come out there. Our cards just flinging themselves out left, right and centre today. Okay, and not because I'm throwing them, which is usually the case. Okay, we've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the Magician. And we have got the 7 of Wands. Okay, so past energy. I'm thinking maybe you have come in contact with somebody that you have got a very close connection to, potentially a love connection. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It could be somebody that you've met and you've become really close to. It could be an existing relationship and you solidifying that connection with that person. But there's definitely, in your recent past, a connection with somebody very close that I would say that you love in some capacity. And don't forget, love can be friendship, it can be family, it can be that intimate relationship. We've also got the Magician next to that. And the Magician is the card of having the power, keeping your power, I think, in this case, because we've got the boundary card, the porcupine and enemy, boundaries. And I'm thinking that the Magician is you standing in your power. Because in the Magician card, don't know if you can see there, but on his altar he's got one of everything. He's got the cup, he's got the wand, he's got the sword and he's got the pentacle. So he's got everything he needs there to do the job in hand. And I think because of that boundaries card, I'm thinking you have been standing in your power. You have been firming up those boundaries, whether that is in a relationship of love with somebody or on the outskirts of that relationship. You've been creating strong boundaries. And we've got this 7 of Wands here, and this is all about fighting your corner, standing in your power again. It's sticking to what you believe in, sticking to what your gut instinct is saying, heading towards wherever you want to go, despite what people may be thinking. And so I think the past has been very much you laying down, I don't want to say the law because that sounds quite strong, but firm boundaries and having to really maybe readdress them. Maybe there's something that you've laid them down in the past and people aren't sticking to them, and maybe taking a little bit of too much of a closer step over that boundary, or you're creating new boundaries around you and that person, the close person, the person that you love again. friends, intimate relationship, families. So I've got the Ace of Swords has just popped out there as a clarifier card or a complementing card. Have another couple and then we'll just see. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is a card of seeing things clearly, about seeing things the way that they are, sharpening things up, and maybe getting some new inspirations, maybe getting some new ideas, maybe just seeing things in a different way. And the Ace of Swords, I actually think this is the thought that came to me straight away. The Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword, so you might start seeing things clearly, but you're seeing things clearly for good and for bad. And I think maybe that's what's happened in the recent past, where you feel, and then why you're feeling the need to lay firmer boundaries and to, you know, solidify those boundaries and make them stronger, because maybe you have started to see things in a clearer way, and maybe you're not liked what you've seen or what you've perceived to have seen. So we've got the Nine of Cups as well. Mr. Smug, he's really happy with the way that life's going, the way that things are going. He's heading towards the Ten of Cups place. He's the Nine. So, you know, he's been putting the work in, he's been doing, you know, putting things into place, and he's really happy the way things are going. So I think this relationship that you have with somebody that you're putting boundaries around, I think, you know, you're happy with how everything's going. Everything's going nicely, and you're feeling quite pleased about that. We've also got the Seven of Pentacles, and he's about weighing up whether the time and energy that you put into things, it's worth all the effort. So maybe this is, you know, this is something that you've been thinking about in the recent past. Is, you know, is all of the effort that I'm putting around this situation, is it worth it? I've just pulled an extra card because I felt like you needed another one. We've got the Knight of Swords, and he is passionately running towards clarity, and I think you are really starting to see the reality of you know, of how things are, and you are, you know, you're trying to create this new, I won't say actually new reality around the situation. So I actually think that these boundaries had to go up around something in your recent past, and you have seen things a lot clearer than you maybe have done in the past, and you really, you know, you're trying to make things, your reality, you know, better. You're trying to improve on what you've done or how things ever have been already, and you're trying to make things better. So let's have a little look at your current energy, Libra. I'd love to know if the reading resonates in any shape or form. Don't forget, you know, there's going to be bits that aren't for you, but hopefully you'll take something positive away from the entire reading. So it'd be great if you leave me a comment, a thumbs up if you like the reading. It would be fabulous. It'd be even more lovely if you could join our little community with a subscribe. So that would be fabulous as well. I've just dropped one on the floor. I'm going to pick that up in a minute. And we have two more. Right. We have, in our current energy, we've got the Ten of Wands, Libra. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Wands, the World, and the Two of Wands. So go straight into all six of those. So the Ten of Wands is all about carrying a heavy burden, but it's not a burden that's been, hopefully, that's been imposed on you. It's something that you have taken upon yourself, because he's grown all his wands, and now he's harvested them, and he's carrying them home. And the things to remember about the Ten of Wands is that, you know, it's nearly time for you to put them down. So you may well have been carrying a heavy load in your recent past. You may have been having a lot to deal with, a lot to cope with, but it's nearly getting to the time where you can put them down. And it's always your choice to put them down. You can put them down whenever you want. But if you come into, you know, if you are wanting to see things through, and you're not wanting to let them go too early, you get into that place where it's time that you can naturally put them down and still reap the rewards. We've got the Two of Swords, and she is sat on a stool in front of the water symbolising our deeper emotions. We've got the moon in the background, which is the yin sort of introspective energy, and she's got two swords crossed in front of her, and the swords represent a choice. And she's got her blindfold on, and she's not wanting to look at the swords. She's gone within, she's connecting with her emotions, and she's a little bit loath to actually look at the situation too deeply, because it means that she's going to have to make a choice. And I think, in your current energy, maybe this is something that's coming up for you, where you've got a choice to make, and maybe you're just not wanting quite to look at it. Maybe you're procrastinating a little bit too much, feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the whole situation, and, avoiding making that choice, making that decision, because that means it may mean some pain coming from that, because with any choice that we make, any decision that we make, when we've got two choices or three choices, we're always going to lose at least one choice, aren't we? Because we're going with one thing, and that can be really difficult, and it can be really hard to cope with, and so we avoid doing it, because we know that with a gain and with a going in one direction, we are going to lose out on the other choices. But that is the way of life, isn't it? We have to make those choices. We have to push forward. We have to keep that energy moving forwards, because if we don't, things start to stagnate and things don't move onwards. I'm just thinking here and drawing up to the horse and the bluebell, modest fortitude. So fortitude is just really sticking with it, isn't it? And just ploughing onwards, just steadily, like a horse plodding along, just taking steps one in front of the other. And that, if you take the choice and if you make the choice, it doesn't have to be something that's really quick that happens overnight. If you take your time, just keep plodding onwards, keep plodding forward, keep pushing forwards. Things might not feel as drastic as, I've chosen one thing and I've lost the other. So I think that's the key for you, I think, this month, is just to keep plodding onwards, keep plodding forwards, make the choices. But there's no rush about things. Just keep pushing onwards, and obviously you're letting all of the stress, maybe, or the weight of something that you're carrying. You're able to put that down, and that's then allowing you to start making the choice and moving onwards, I think, is what this 10 and this 2 of Swords is. I think something's got to come to an end. You've got to start putting some of those sticks down, taking some responsibilities away, and that could come in the shape of, you've got work responsibilities. You're doing too much at work. You're giving too much of your time away, and home's suffering. Or at home you're too busy, doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and not focusing on actually the things that you should. There's something that you need to put down. There's something that you've put some work and time and effort into, and now that's coming to a close and it's nearly over. You need to let that go and then start moving onwards, making choices and deciding where to next. What's for you mentally next? Because the Swords are all about the mind, about mental things. So it's decisions that you've got to make mentally, and sometimes that doesn't always straight away materialize in the physical world. It can just be choices that you've made in your head, and it can be a shift. It can create a shift without actual, a physical thing happening. So I think, stopping procrastinating, stopping overthinking things, trying not to feel overwhelmed, and put all that other stuff down so that you can move onwards. We've got the Queen of Pentacles next to that, and she's all about manifesting and about being in alignment to bring all the lovely things in life toward you, the material things in life. That could be good health. It could be better health that you're going to gain from putting those sticks down and making choices. It could bring better, mental or physical well-being towards you. It could be that, you're going to be in a financially stronger place. It could be that you've got more time to devote to your family, to devote to your loved one, the person that's close to you. But whatever it is, I think these three things here, these three cards are steps that you need to take, putting the sticks down, making the choices, bringing the abundance towards you. I think, it's got to be done in that order. And I think, for you this month, I think you've just not got to try and feel overwhelmed. Just really stick with it. Have your final goal in mind and just keep plodding onwards towards, your end goal. We've got the 6 of Wands below the 10 of Wands, and that's the card of victory, a card of being celebrated for your wins. And I think the people around you, the people that love you, will be happy with you and really celebrate with you when you finally get to put those sticks down and you've accomplished what you've needed to accomplish. But now it's time for you to move onwards onto the next phase, because we've also below that two of Swords, we've got the World card, and that's the end of a cycle. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, more to the point. And with that choice that you're going to, that you're going to make, either mentally or physically, you're making a new beginning, because you're making a choice. You're diverting your path. You're taking that fork in the road, and so you're setting yourself off on a new path. And the World is all about, it's the last card in the major arcana. So you've been through all the other cards. You've learned a lot in the last cycle of your life. You've gathered knowledge, you've gathered wisdom, you've gathered insight, and now it's time to use everything that you've learned onto the next phase of life. So again, just collecting yourself together, collecting all your knowledge, and just moving onwards steadily and surely, plodding onwards with that end goal in sight. We've got the 2 of Wands, and he is looking out onto the horizon. He's ready to start making a move onto whatever it is that he is, wherever he's going next. It's under the Queen of Pentacles. He's opened himself up now to move forwards, to bring that all those good things towards him. He's got the world in his hands. The choices are his now. He's in that state of alignment. He's ready to move forward, and hopefully, you're going to get to this point in the very near future, or maybe it's happening already, where you're feeling like you are, you've made choices, you're ready to move on, you're ready to start making that actual move, bringing those thoughts of the 2 of Swords down into reality and start actually making some physical moves forwards, because Wands are all about action. They're about your joys and your passions. They're about just moving forwards. And I think the 2 of Wands is very much that. It's about, assessing where you're going to go with your Wands, what's going to happen, where to now for you, because, you've got the world in your hands. You can go anywhere, you can take yourself anywhere you want to. So I did a little bit of a shuffle a minute ago, and I've got a couple of cards out there. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. We'll find you a couple more. Oh, there's another one. Right, so before, when I was shuffling and talking, the 10 of Pentacles came out, and the 6 of Pentacles. It's all very pentacly, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So let's have 3 more cards to pull those together. Oops. We've got 2. Oh, we've got 3. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Hierophant, and we have got the 5 of Swords. So, future energy. The 10 of Pentacles, it's that place of abundance. It's having everything that you want or need, is going to be heading towards you in the future, in your future energy. So that could be that you are just trying to manifest yourself a new house, a new place to live, and something could turn up where, that perfect rental property that I've been looking for is there, and it's coming towards you. It could well be that you are, you've been really needing a new computer for your business or for your work, and Christmas is coming. you're getting what you need. So it doesn't necessarily have to, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, obviously, you know, we look at that and we think, oh, it's having everything that we need, all the abundance, but it just could be what you need right now is coming your way to help you on your life journey, on in your next phase of life. And so, you know, that's a really great card, and I think, you know, you're being open with that current energy, that Queen of Pentacle energy, being open to receiving, being open to abundance coming your way. And, you know, it is going to, before the end of the month, you're going to be finding that thing that you need, that's going to, that material thing. It could be better health. You could be getting, you know, a clean bill of health from the doctor. It could be, you know, you've been given lots of extra time, the time that you've desperately been needing to help you to, you know, to do another project, to get set off on that different path. Whatever it is, you know, it's all looking good for you in this future energy. We've got the Six of excuse me, Pentacles, and that is about the flow of life, about being open and not stagnate, you know, creating blockages so that things stagnate. It's about that. I always do that sign of that infinity sign, the flow of energy. Energy never dies, it just changes form. And so by being open to giving, to receiving, not doing too much of either, keeping that balance going, and just really being acknowledging the fact that, you know, you're not holding on too tightly to any of your pentacles, anything in the material realm, so that it just keeps that energy flow just nice and open and flowing, so that you can end up where you need to be. We've got the Five of Pentacles after that, and that can be the card of lack. It can be the card of perceived lack, and again, health, finances, time. It can be perceived lack, but in the Five of Pentacles, it's they're looking very sad and sorry for themselves, and they've got their heads down, and they're not actually noticing that there's a place of sanctuary here, a place that can help them. And I think, you know, during the month of December, I think it's very important to realise that there is help and support out there if you need it. You know, if you're feeling under the weather, you know, maybe, you know, you've got a friend who can help you and help you do a few extra things around the house. Or, you know, you may be feeling financially in a place of lack. Maybe there's somebody who can point you in the right direction of somewhere you can raise more funds. You know, be open to receiving this month, I think. But, you know, we have got that Six of Pentacles, and he is, you know, he's giving and receiving in equal measures. And I think that's the thing that, you know, you need to bear in mind before the end of the month is over, is just being open to giving and receiving. And also, we don't always have to give the same thing to receive the same thing back. You know, sometimes a little bit of bartering, a little bit of, you know, you give your energy and receive something energetically back in a different shape or form. So I think this month for you is very much being open to that energetic currency flowing through you. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here, and he's the only knight that's standing still. He's stood, he's looking at his pentacle, he's being cautious about what he's going to do with his pentacle, because as a knight he's moving forward, but he's not moving forward at speed. He's being really cautious and careful. And so I think that is what you know, it ties in with everything that I've just said there. You know, be mindful about what you are doing, how you are spending your time, how you are spending your health, how you are spending your money. Just be really cautious, and don't be doing anything that you don't need to do. Don't be overspending. You know, again, time, health, money, whatever. Just being really cautious and using your pentacle wisely and not overdoing it, keeping that balance, keeping that flow of energy going nicely, and just finding that balance throughout the month. We've got the Hierophant here, and he can be the card of marriage. So it could well be that you are finding yourself with this, you know, as we spoke about in the past, with this person that you have created this connection with, and that you're building the boundaries around so that you can move forward. Maybe this is somebody that you're going to have that connection with. Maybe it's that you're just creating new routines and structures for yourself moving forward that are going to help you in this place of abundance that you wanting to be this, the place of being open to receiving. Maybe you're creating a new work schedule, a new strict health regime. Maybe you are, you're really managing your time better. But whatever it is, before the end of the month, I think you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to, out of necessity, rather than, I think it's going to be pushed upon you that you're going to create these boundaries and structures and routines and regimes so that you can improve your life moving on into the next year. So we've also got the 5 of Swords. And this can be the card of disagreements. It can be the card of a disagreement. It can be the card of holding on to something people have said. And I think maybe that is something that means for you, Libra. I think maybe you're holding on to things that have been said in the past, and really you need to let things go and move onwards. See the man in the card there, he's had a battle with these other people. They've dropped the swords. He's won, or he's perceived to have won, but he's holding on to those swords. He's not letting it drop. And I think there's maybe a situation, that's causing you some sort of heartbreak, some sort of loss that you're holding on to. And really you need to move away from that before the end of the month, or begin to start, finding new love and compassion for yourself. Maybe you've got love coming your way, or maybe you just need to do it for your own self-love. Let it go. It's time to move on. Life rolls on, and you've got all that lovely love there that's coming your way. So I think if there's something that's holding you back, something that's words that have been said, something that's on your mind that's holding you back from moving forwards, I think you need to just let that go, and you're going to open yourself up to a whole world of love and compassion and joy and happiness. Okay, right, Libra, let's have 3 cards for you that will give us some help, advice and guidance to navigate through the month. Right, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. I couldn't think then. 8 of Pentacles, and that's in our past energy. And I think this, whatever's going on, where you're having to solidify these boundaries around yourself and being persistent and really sticking with it. I think it's gonna be a little bit of hard work, and you're gonna have to put in some time and energy into it. But I think it's going to be worth it, because I think it's going to be building a strong foundation for you moving forwards. Okay. We've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Page of Wands, okay, and the Page is, obviously he's the youngest court card, and so he's got this carefree way about him. He thinks about things in a lot simpler way than the older court cards. And being a wand, it's about joys and passions, and I think, I think in your current energy, I think it's important for you to not overcomplicate things, to not overthink things, to just come at things from a really simple, innocent way, an open-hearted way, and to just, make these choices, not get too dragged into any overthinking or being overwhelmed. You're setting yourself off onto this new path, into this new cycle. It's exciting. You're going towards your joys and passions. You've got this 2 of Wands here. You've got the world in your hands. It's up to you where you go next. You can put all your sticks down. That's all over now, and you need to make that choice to move towards that place of abundance. And hopefully you're going to do it with a little bit of a skip in your step, a little bit of a swaying in your walk, because it's lightening your load, it's freeing you up, and you're able to move forwards in a more positive, easier way, simpler way. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, future energy very much ties in with all of the pentacles in here. You are being given the opportunity of something, a new beginning in some description. We've got this, aces are all about opportunities, potential, and pentacles are about you having something that you can put your time, effort and love into. You can nurture and you can improve and grow and bring something lovely into life. Again, health, business and finances. And so you are being given this opportunity, this new potential for something really good coming out of your future energy. So, you know, just love things, nurture things, whatever it is that's coming up for you in this future energy, put love into it, put time, energy, and it will grow into something really amazing. So, Libra, I hope you have a fabulous December. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on your reading. Again, comments in the bit below. That would be really lovely. Have a fabulous month. Don't overdo Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Try not to get too overwhelmed with stuff. And I hope you have a really, really lovely month. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year.